Let it in.
That is.
They are over there, Zizi. They're playing hide and seek. They're playing hide and seek.
The squirrels. I'm just going to do a quick live, honey. How about these? Hey, you. This is a beautiful tree up here. I am always amazed by its size. And, you know, you don't see many of these big trees around. Certainly trees that have come from the so-called Dark Age period 400 years ago. Would that be Middle Age? 600 years ago of our fake history. You don't see those trees around. In fact, most trees are less than 200 years old, and 200-year-old trees are actually protected because they're so few and far between. I had this thought I wanted to quickly share with you from inside the bowl of this beautiful tree. See, she's magnificent. When I was watching Horrible Histories with my older children, they taught us about how children in the 1600s, water was so bad, dirty, that children had to drink beer. And that people generally went around with pus wounds all over their skin and stank to high heaven and so on. But when I go around today looking at my fellow brothers and sisters, actually what I find is that the majority, no, not the majority, but a large number of people, if you were to take away the perfumes and the makeup that a lot of people wear today, then actually, hey Zizi, hey baby boy, you found squirrels? That's really cool. Oh look, there's a big duck. Actually, you'll find that people are so unwell today that actually their bodies. Yes. Oh, the ducks! Canada geese. Oh. I lost my signal, I think it's the satellites around here. It's a bit cloudy and they can't see through the... This is just one of the branches of this beautiful tree. Look at the size of that thing. People are on a regime of medicines and stuff already, you know, keeping them going. And I went in the shop just now, and what made me think about this is, you know, I saw a guy with a fairly young, vivacious looking wife, and he's already like that sort of 35, 40-year-old guy reduced to a wheelchair. You know, some kind of... Actually, I think when they taught us that history, another, because they were, and how it's going to be, because what I see is not less broken people, but more broken people in our society, in our world today. Which means that there's plenty of work to be done, and there's plenty of people who need help. The question is, or the challenge is, that most people seek help from the very system that would poison them. So it's a little bit of a tricky one. You know, I thought I'd share that as I had a little bit of time to myself. I struggle to read it a little bit. I can make this screen a bit brighter, actually. That might help. That's almost super bright anyway. So beautiful there. This is Stacy's Realm. Yeah, thank you. It's a really pretty park. We like coming here with Alexander. And careful, honey. Okay, yeah, we like coming here because there's so many ducks and squirrels and things for him to play with. Hey Trinity brother, it says. Baked and awake. Hey mate. You get a little shout out in my most recent video editing. Oh, cool man. It's later today you'll publish it. I will check it out. Okay, in Spokane. Spokane. I think I've been through Spokane. Wow, or near Spokane. I've got a feeling that that's a place that I remember seeing on the map, man. Because when I traveled in through America in '88, sorry, Spokane, like a true Spokanean. Okay, I got some signal issues out here, man, and I didn't want to make this a long one. Just be advised that you know we are intended to be sickened here and by this system, and our mission should be to invert that reality, reverse that. You know, humans have never been smaller and dumber and thicker and sicker and so on. So we have to reverse that. It's not a case of shrug your shoulders. It's always been like that. There's nothing we can do about it. I think there's absolutely loads we can do about it. Oh, my lovely wife has just joined me. Oh, darling.
Hello.
This is Andrea, if you've not met her before. My wife of some years or something. There or thereabouts.
Stop counting after 2.
2 wives or 2 years? Yeah, okay, well, I would say be well, and I just want to try and find my way to being a high-vibing kind of member of the community.
We're supposed to enjoy it.
So yeah, we're meant to be having fun here, man. We're meant to be having a damn good time. You know. So how do we do that? How do we
shit and in ways that is going to lift your vibrations. You want to just...
No more porn, honey. Well, you know, you got to make some sacrifices, you know.
I'd rather have great sex.
Yeah. Intimate kind of times together, you know. That's create your own porn, and this kind of nature porn, and connect with the earth, connect with our mother. You know, there's a thing called Brexit. And I can't believe that people are still buying into it, because it's a little bit like Q. They keep kicking the ball down the road, and yeah, we'll get this next week, next time, next whatever. Yes, she's worth it. No, she's not. Well, we're so, I don't know. I'm gabbiting. I need to maybe do a little bit of love spreading. And I hope this scenery has helped you with that, if you've had the chance to see this and so on. And, you know, got a little bit of time with my baby boy, so it's great to have him outside. I'm not very good at playing indoors, actually, you know, I can do a little bit of Lego and some art and stuff like that, but I struggle a bit with some of it, you know. I'm more like, come outside and let's chop a log. Okay, he's not really at the log chopping age yet, but you know what I'm saying. How about this? Right here with the Canadians. Hello. Hello. Oh, my boys having a go at the daffodils. I might have to reprimand. He knows he's allowed to kill weeds. I mean, pick weeds with me, you know. He just gets a little bit carried away with the flowers. And certificate. and we held fast to that. He has a passport now, but not been registered with the state, even though they keep trying to fiddle with me. That's low vibe. Low vibe, low vibe. I'm here for the high vibe. I mean, I think if there's a great unveiling, I had this thought. That's what I wanted to share. Actually, I had this thought that while I was gardening this morning. You know that movie called Zombie Apocalypse? Well, if apocalypse means great awakening or great unveiling or revealing, then next year when there's this great revealing, some say it's 2020, I don't know. But if over the coming years and time there's this great revealing to the zombies who are, make up unfortunately the mass of our brothers and sisters, or the non-player characters or whatever, then that's what it'll be, like the zombie awakening. And the zombies awakening, the zombie awakening will be quite a scary thing, because you see how angry someone asked me actually in a comment just now, do I think, and thanks for, it was a comment on another thing, but he made a really generous comparison to me and a pal who was deceased last year. Sorry for that. But he asked me the question: is this gun grab, is the New Zealand thing about trying to take away guns because they expect a civil uprising? Well, I think actually Andrew and I were talking about it. I think there is a civil war going on, but it's not, cleverly, it's not the people against the state. Really, it's the people against the people. It's the Brexiteers versus the non-Brexiteers. They hate one another. They actually, people in same families, I think, hate one another over Brexit. I get, it's one thing to kind of go, we hate you because you think that we must live on a ball, or you say you can't live on a ball, and that's one thing. But to say, oh well, over this political football called Brexit, we have got such divided opinion that I think that if there's a civil war, it's the Conservatives against the Labours, or the Brexits versus the non-Brexits. We're pecking at each other. Now, do I think that in time to come there could be other situations? Yeah, I mean, and do they want to remove as many guns? Yeah, look at what happened in New Zealand. It seems that there was the second mosque attack was thwarted by a real genuine gun owner. And I think obviously if it went down as I think it went down, then the people who were perpetrating the event didn't actually want to, or didn't even have a real weapon, or weren't really going to kill anyone, so they had to run from the scene. Oh yeah, it was meant to be a quick live. But do I think they want to? I think we are actually already in some kind of civil war, and I think that they are going to try and minimize the population over the coming years, and possibly do something with that group to exacerbate the tensions between that group and non-Muslims. Yes, because they've been rampant. Do I think that we have become, in the UK anyway, very few people own weapons in the UK now anyway. So that there was an event which I think was a hoax now, but up in Scotland in a place called Dunblane. I forget the guy's name now, but he was a loner. He had all the usual MO. He disappeared. Anyway, I'm going to go into it, but he's meant to have killed like a dozen children and so on. It was a terrible, terrible event. But and they've been pussifying the British Mail for decades anyway. All that Ziggy Stardust bullshit, and programming, so on. So that's. But when it comes to the gun thing, I'm like, don't be thinking we should be taking up arms against this system either, because I'm not saying there's never a time, but and there's no great army of whatevers, patriots, white people, Muslims or whatever. There's no great army that will come together, I don't think, and go, all right, we're all going to stand together against this system. There's just the majority are bought into it. The system doesn't need that. It just keeps this game of us fighting each other long enough to achieve whatever it's trying to achieve. I say, let's look at this, face this anger, face this beast, look it in the face, say it, call it out for what it is, and then, you know, find that kind of inner happy place, I think. I don't know. I'll talk about this more. I better get back to my little family here.